Lincoln Tunnel, through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Rodgers going to come out throwing. And able to find Allen Lazard. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Here's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So Aaron Rodgers here getting his first run in a Jets uniform. Well, he'll get 3 of his first 4 games at home, but it is an intimidating slate. You got Buffalo tonight. They go to Dallas next Sunday, followed by a divisional home game against the Patriots, a team that's had their number, to put it mildly. And then the Super Bowl champs come in Week 4.
And don't forget, not far behind them, the Eagles in Week 6. But I think that this is a great way to open for Aaron Rodgers. If you've ever wanted a challenge, this is it. And this gives him a chance to show the rest of the world he's still got it and is still an MVP in this league.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to be getting things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen from the gun on third down. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised by who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
No score after one on EA Sports. Now Cook running right. Down at the 25. From the 25, here's second down and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And a completion to Wilson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
It's 430. 50.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up first and goal.
Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, If it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
300. Yeah, 300.
And again, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Jump out. Back north. Hey, 626.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard from 3 yards out. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part, a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. to the air. Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Hardman on the return. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Wilson. 22 yards there, a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on a deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got some space here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Hardman to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hey, 88, 390.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando.
It's a new season, so
Jonathan
both of these
Coachman
coaching
ready with
staffs
our EA
likely
Sports
making plenty of
halftime
adjustments
report.
after that
Coach.
first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
A strong play from last year's second-round pick who didn't get a lot of carries as a rookie with the Bills, only 89. But he made the most of them, though. A 5.7-yard average, good enough to lead all running backs had he qualified. This is a young man who's proved he's worthy of a more featured role in the Buffalo offense.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Give to Cook out of the gun.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They were zooming past that number there. And now they're in the hurry up. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from 6 yards away. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down by Davis, who a lot of people labeled a potential breakout guy before last season, and he delivered, blossoming into one of the league's best deep threats.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 6 from the 10. Now Allen. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They start the drive with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, now Rodgers. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the hook 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Quick slant to Shakir. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Jets have got it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. 7 yards there at a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
26.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I want to turn it over to them and go out and deep. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen. Pass It's complete to Hines. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chuck Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Get 300. Get 300.
Back to throw. Rodgers. A desperation heave for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Allen.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were